This is kind of funny. This doesn't have anything to do with anything else. It's just an off. It's like a one-off. The man was complaining that he had to take an IQ test one time when he was a little kid. And they said you had to wrap a piece of tinfoil around anything to create like a pipe. In order to do that, you would want the bowl to be wider up at the end and it to be tapered back towards where your mouth would be. And the lady explained it. She was a good-looking lady. She was what you called a stringy strawberry blonde. I'm sorry we're in the lunchroom. It's, the man's back, so I got to do what I got to do. But anyways, this girl was what you called a stringy strawberry blonde. Very, very beautiful. Very becoming, or whatever you would call it, But she said, okay, so here's what you got to do. You got to take this piece of tinfoil, and you can choose any of these implements, but what you got to do, you got to roll it around to try to make a pipe. And the whole concept, the man didn't even realize it, and I'm just an idiotic, stupid dog, but I realized it after halfway through the story is, the fat end has to be, on the upper side. So when you pull it off, you're always pulling, the fatter end, the pipe, the bowl section down over the mouthpiece. It has to be, the fat part has to be up towards the bowl end of the tinfoil. So when you pull it off, because you're looking for that bowl, you're trying to get that bowl situation. You want to wrap that tinfoil around that thing. Then when you pull it off, you're like, oh, I wrapped it the wrong way. I got the fat end out in front of the skinny end, so when the skinny end comes off, it's gonna hit the fat end that we wrapped it around. I forget what you call that when you call it a die or a cast. They make a molding and then I don't know if they pour something into it or they mold it around it, but that's the kind of thing you're molding around. The fat end has to be the part that draws out first, and the skinny end, I guess the skinny end would draw first, and the fat end would follow and come out that way. The man didn't really get that, and the whole time he's trying to explain it to me, and he's like talking about mushrooms and toadstools. I said, buddy, I don't know where you're coming up with this, horse manure. It's obvious. You got to wrap, they got to find something that's fatter up above. When you pull it off, the fat part goes over the skinny part. It's not that hard to understand. The man couldn't get it, and we went into the kitchen. We got a thing of tinfoil. We did this experiment. He went through all the drawers. He opened up all the drawers. He was searching, looking for anything. He was looking around, and he got the tinfoil. He ripped the tinfoil, and he's like, oh my God, I got it. And he's like, no one. He couldn't do it. Every time he wrapped the tinfoil around, he tapped on the wrong side. He started pulling off. He's like, I got it this time. And he's like pulling off the thin end, is up trying to go up over the fat end. I mean, the inside of the tube diameter is too narrow for the bulbous end you're trying to draw it up over top of. If you do it, the bulbous end has to be up on the other side. You draw it from the narrow end, and the bulbous end comes out over the narrow end. He could never get it, and he was so ashamed. And he said that stringy blonde, that stringy-haired strawberry blonde, she said, stop. I can't take it anymore. You got to be some kind of moron. That's what she said to the man. She's like, oh, my God, you're killing me. No, look, stop. You've done the same thing 5 times in a row. He said the strawberry blonde is like, you are a moron. You are an imbecile. Gosh, she wanted to smack him, but she couldn't. She was afraid she was going to lose her job. But she was like, God bless, you get out, you go sit in the back of the classroom, go pull your desk over in the corner and get the dunce cap because of my friend, you don't have any IQ. I'm marking down no for none IQ. God almighty. She was so mad. She kept trying to use body language and try to help me out. She's like, don't take this. Oh my God. She's like getting mad. She wanted to go outside and smoke a cigarette, but they didn't allow it. But anyway, it was kind of rough. And the man said this was a memory he had, how disappointed he was in himself and how disappointed he was in the girl. I mean, to disappoint the girl. And this was the crying shame. This happened before the oxygen deprivation injury incident where he almost drowned. This happened pre-oxygen deprivation. Think about what he'd be doing today. I mean, gosh almighty. He'd be lucky if he didn't pick up an implement and shove it right in his ear till he got to his cerebral cortex. Is this right, he'd say? Is this what I'm supposed to do? He'd start twisting it around. The blood would be shooting out. They'd be like, no, my God, What are you trying to? You're trying to get a bottle opener, stick it in your ear. What are you, stupid? You're trying to stick a shish kebab up your nose and twirl it around. What are you, in ignoramus? I mean, just think about what you do today. That was pre-oxygen deprivation. Post-oxygen deprivation, he's like drinking salt. He's in there trying to make hot chocolate out of bleach and coho. He's trying to take some bleach and some coho and make some hot chocolate. I don't know. But he was sad. He was really depressed about remembering that memory. And I was like, buddy, I mean, why even dredge that up? Why do you even remember that? If you start to remember that, you should tamp it down and push it away. If you start to have that kind of a memory, and you start to think of the stringy strawberry blonde girl who said, oh my God, you have no IQ at all. She was like, oh, you put the thing over. Oh my God, no, that's not how you do it. What's the matter with you? Just ignore that. Push it away, stomp it down, take it down. Don't remember how you were abused or, and don't even think it's part of the equation, but don't even think about how bad it is that it happened before you had oxygen deprivation injury situation for yourself. My God. Whew. Today, I think they should put you on something, if you can't self-medicate, then they should put you on something. That's all I'm saying.